Hello students, welcome to Unit 12 Notes, three-dimensional geometric solids. We are just beginning our last unit of the year, and I will quickly go over lesson 1, which is a combination of cross sections, which is H4 in our geometry section of IXL, and then H5, which is solids of revolution. Which is H5 in geometry. So they follow back to back. So this will be quite quick for you. I won't keep this video long. A cross section is if you, let's say we take like a stick of butter, right? And a stick of butter is a rectangular prism. And when we cut that, the question is, how many different ways can we cut it? Well, we can cut it to make it look like a square. Or if we cut one of these edges off here, it might actually look more like a triangle based on the piece that we cut. So with these, it's really just about what two-dimensional figure, so a cross section, what 2D figure occurs after cutting a 3D figure. Well, 3D geometric solid. Okay, that's our major question for this section. So take a look. I'm putting this slice right through, and it appears that's going through the middle here. So when I cut through the middle, looks like this is the figure that is left over, and it ends up being a triangular figure. And with, it's a little bit hard to see that that's actually a perfect triangle, but right here, the answer is this right here. Okay, that's the resulting two-dimensional figure that results from the cross-section of our three-dimensional geometric solid. Okay, again, we have a triangle right here, and this will actually be what is resulting from it. So this one is a triangular pyramid. I'm sorry, did I say prism for this one? This one's a pyramid. This is a square-based pyramid because it's a square base. Okay. This one is a triangular pyramid because it's a triangular base, but the resulting figure is still a triangle, so we are good to go for that. Okay. Now there's another one here. We have a, it looks like a donut, looks like a cross. All right. And that result, that's a circular, that's not an oval. So we want to be careful that we don't put the wrong answer for this one. Oops. Oh. Okay. Let's try. Nope. Let's try to just copy and paste that. Okay. Nope. The fourth time is the charm. Nope. Why will it not let me move that without manipulating it? Okay. Let's try that. Nope. I'm just trying to drag it over. There we are. Guess I need to make it larger. That's fine. it ends up being this right here. We want to make sure that we don't select the one with the ovals because it was a circular, it is pretty much a donut. It's a perfect circle over here. Having a lot of trouble tonight with this new update. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, the next one, cut a stick of margarine in half and you will end up with a rectangle. Okay, and this is, and that's your rectangle right there. Okay, next one, ooh, what happens when I cut a cylinder? Well, here's what's crazy. So this one has a line in both the front and the back. It also will get cut right here and actually makes what is called a rectangle. So that one, we just got to be careful. It kind of looks like it's a little bit different, but think about if you were to take a can of soda and cut it in half. When you open that up and you look at it, you would have a rectangle as a result. All right, this next one, ooh, a cone will actually have a triangle that is left as a result. So this is a triangle cross section. All right. We get a couple more. This one's going to be a square because it was a cube that was cut. This one is going to be a triangle. School. Oops. It's very difficult right now to work with the software. This one is a triangular base pyramid and it's going to have the same cross section as its base, which is a triangle. Okay. This one's cutting a donut in the other direction. So this one will be a ring. All right. And this last one is a circle. So it has the same shape as its base. It's a cylinder, but in this case ends up as a resulting circle. Okay. Now that one is H4. Oh, looks like I left a couple more here. The sphere will always have a circle. If it's a sphere, always a circle. Do not get confused with the oval. The correct term for oval is ellipse. All right, but that one does not have an ellipse. And also a circle cross section for a cone if we cut it in that direction. All right. Now this one is going to be H5. So the one above that was H4. This is H5. These are, I'm going to just label this one as H4. So those were cross sections, and H5 are solids of revolution. So what does that mean? Well, that means if you take what you have and you spin it, what result do you have? So this right here is going to spin small, and then we'll get a larger spins and maybe larger spins. Think about if this was on a, let's say on a straw. And so this result, if you were to spin that, it would go 360 degrees around line L, and it would result in a figure that kind of looks like this one, like an egg. Okay, that's what you're going to do for H5. You're going to spin it. So think about this will stay really close. Whoops. This will stay really close, but think about all of this, right? That's going to spin. That's going to spin just as far. That will spin just as far. That will spin just as far. And that will spin just as far. And all of a sudden you have a cylinder. these will all spin just as far for all of these. So cylinder is this one right here. All right. This next one, this is going to spin this far, but this is going to spin this far. This will spin somewhere in between, and so what you end up having is looks like a kind of look like a cone, but it's actually has a top cut off. Okay, so it's actually called a frustrum. That's a term for a two-dimensional cone. Sorry, a three-dimensional cone with the top cut off. It's called a frustrum. You might have used them in soccer. You have those cones, or football, or whatever sport. Yeah, so there you go. Now this one again, the same thing's going to happen. This is going to spin very far. This not so far. This not far. And you're going to have that type of idea occurring, and that's going to be a cone. All right. There we go. This one is a kind of looks like a pencil, right? Because that's only going to spin a little bit, and then boom, we have a cone with what appears to be a cylinder. So a cylinder and a cone, and a cylinder cone combined is this one right here. Right? The back end of this is a cone. Sorry, the back end is a cylinder, the front end is a cone, so to the left is a cylinder, to the right is a cone. Collectively, it looks like a pencil or marker or highlighter, something like that. Right, this one, you're going to spin very far here, and very far here, and not so far here, and so you get this, I don't even know how I describe that, kind of like a blob that's spinning. But yeah, so you got this one right here. You know what? Actually, more like a yo-yo. There we go. That's what I was thinking. Kind of like a yo-yo. All right, and we have our last revolution. So you spin this one around and you get something that goes that far out. You actually get this three-dimensional geometric solid. All right, and that's it for this video. So that was lesson 1. So H4 and H5. So complete IXL, H4, and H5 under the geometry section. All right, good luck.